These cuts are fantastic.
Come around the other side. Put it quick around.
Free the people!
I think the police will begin to kick everybody out of the city because of the coronavirus. That's what they're really doing. They're it's they're just scared for everybody. I don't know. Just stop now,
Michael Kirby was a justice on the Australian High Court, one of the supreme barristers, lawyers, jurists in Australia. He now chairs an organisation called the International Bar Association, and the International Bar Association this week made an announcement declaring that Julian Assange is being denied due process and asked the British government to take action to protect Julian Assange's life, including his legal rights, which they recognise as being contravened at every step in his 10-year-long persecution and prosecution.
Well, he should be compensated.
He should be freed and
compensated.
Yes.
Free immediately and compensated.
His trial is a travesty of justice. His trial breaks every law that governs the process of a fair trial. Every single rule that has been laid down over centuries since the Magna Carta. And Michael Kirby recognises this as one of the more eminent jurists in Australian legal history. And it's not just, you know, an ignorant person like me that can make that claim. We're talking about a jurist, High Court justice. Where are you going to get a better indictment of the British justice system? Absolute indictment. A quote, this is from Justice Kirby. He says, he's concerned that the mistreatment of Julian Assange constitutes breaches of his right to a fair trial and protections enshrined in the United Nations Convention Against Torture and other cruel, inhuman or degrading treatment or punishment, to which the United Kingdom is party. Quote unquote.
Julian Assange is innocent and he's being tortured. Julian Assange is innocent and he's being tortured.
Even my bus driver was saying, I hope he gets off. I hope he gets off.
Who said that?
My bus driver.
Oh, your bus driver! I raised it in a meeting on Wednesday at my school, right? At my school we had a federation meeting and I raised the issue there, you know, and people clapped. Not everyone clapped, but people clapped. That is a sign. People clapped, yeah.
never any rape charges. The word charges implies evidence, but there was never any evidence.
Good one. Free Julian. Free journalism. Free the truth. Journalism is a right. We have a right to know. We have a right to know.
Julian Assange is the most significant hero of democracy and free speech in the digital age. He's undergoing purposeful psychological torture coupled with willful medical neglect, resulting in a very real risk he may die during a drawn-out extradition hearing for trumped-up charges. Should we wait to see if Julian Assange's brilliant legal team can convince a corrupt judge to change her mind? No. Should we wait to see if Julian's immune system can fight off viruses, mental collapse, or other in the face of ongoing torture? No. Should we make noise? Yes.
Yes.
They are murderers, they're killers, they're torturers, and they're torturing our children, our people. Let's bring Julian home. Let's bring him home to a welcome he truly deserves. Let's fill the streets. Let's have a ticker-tape parade. Let's enjoy freedom, press freedom, freedom for everyone. Let's not be dictated to by a bunch of mongrels in suits. Sorry about the guys out there in suits and the girls in suits as well. I know you're not all mongrels, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the politicians and the so-called jurors, the so-called people who run society. They don't run society, we run society, we the people. And we the people demand that he be released, and released now. Speak up.
This man is being tortured and he's an innocent man. We must stand up for him.
You say, no, I won't be afraid. No, I won't shed no tears. And just as long as you stand by me, darling, stand by me. You stand by me, or stand by me, stand by me. Darling, stand by me. Oh, mama, stand by me. Oh, stand by me, stand by me. In the sky that we look upon starts to tumble and fall, and stars that crumble, time to sing. I won't be afraid. I won't ever shed no tears. And just as long as you stand by me. Everybody stand up for Julian Assange. Stand by me. Stand
look upon. Seems that somewhere and fall, you're in prison. It's all that you can find. Stand by me. 10 years, 10 years banged up, locked up without freedom, based on pack of lies, media lies, political lies. Darling, stand by me. Yeah, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. One more time. Darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Julian Assange is an Australian citizen, everybody. The government has done some pretty bad things. And if the citizens don't stand up against bad governments, we know what happens. We've seen dictatorships, governments killing millions of people that don't conform to their corruption. Assange is a voice of truth to tell us that political officials have to be accountable. We have to be accountable, and they have to be accountable. But the only one that's going to stand up for the people is the people. So you must join this fight. Please, everybody, support Julian Assange.
Free Julian Assange.
It's a curious thing. One man weep, make another man sing. Change a hawk into a little white dove. All in a feeling, that's the power of love. Well, $1,000, rich like crazy. Song and heart in a bad girl's brain. Make a bad one good, make a wrong one right. Proud love, keep you home at night. Don't take money, don't take fame, don't take no credit card to ride on this train. Song and song, it's cool sometimes, baby. It might just save your life. It's the power of love. First time you feel it might make you mad. Next time you feel it might make you sad. But you'll be glad, baby, when you found that's the power, make the world go round. Don't take money, don't take things, don't take no credit card to ride on this chain. Song and something that's cool sometimes, that might just save your life. Say that love is fair, oh, but you don't care. You know what to do when it gets sick, so hold on. And with a little help from above, you feel the power. Can you feel it? Yes, I can. Here we go now. Don't take money, don't take fame, baby. Don't take no credit card right on this train. Song and sudden is cool sometimes. That might just save your life. That's the power of love. Free Julian, folks. Free Julian Assange. Live in love, everybody. Yeah, give Julian some love. Yeah, citizens, standing up for citizens being wrongfully treated by governments.
Jail the war criminals. Jail the bombers. And the torture. Jail the bombers.
I'm in the wrong business. I'm not lying. Because I'm broke. I'm broke all the time. I got to sell this piano. These blues got to go. I'm in the wrong business. Should have been a boxer. I made that movie, Rocky 3. Should have been like Michael Jackson when I was the age of 5. But I chose this piano, and now I'm broke and I can't survive. I'm in the wrong business. I'm not lying. 'Cause I'm broke, and I'm hungry, broke all the time. Got to sell my piano. These blues got to go. I'm in the wrong business. My music teacher made my blood pressure go up. I'd be better off if I was driving the garbage truck. But people played against me, and I don't think that was being fair. I got to sell my piano because I don't have a job to share. I'm in the wrong business. Yeah.
Bring our boy home. Bring Julian home. He's one of us. He's an Aussie.
Well, I played 20 years. Now I know what was holding me back. I should have been an agent. I've been driving a Cadillac. But people played against me, and I don't think that was being fair. I got to sell my piano because I don't have a job to share. I'm in the wrong business, and I'm not lying. 'Cause I'm broke. I'm broke all the time. Got to sell my piano. These blues got to go. I'm in the wrong business. I'm in the wrong business. A peace chain, take this country, take me home again.
Please, we need to understand this crosses all political boundaries. This is about fundamental human rights. This is about the treatment of a fellow citizen of Australia. The British authorities have this man in solitary confinement where he's been for 11 months. He is being tortured. He is in a very depraved health state. This treatment must end now. WikiLeaks is the only media organisation on earth that has never published fake news. Every other media organisation gives you fake news every day. tune in and listen to it. It's all lies. The only major media organisation that will give you the truth is WikiLeaks, and it's been founded by Julian Assange, who has been hounded by the CIA for the last 10 years. He's been in solitary confinement now for 11 months. Solitary confinement. It is now an issue of humanitarianism. It is no longer a political issue. We all must rise up against this barbaric event. It is truly barbaric, and it's being perpetrated by our politicians who are lying to us. They are just flat out lying to us. So please, people, come and sign the petition. Come and have your say. It is only with mass support that we can get this man released, and we can return journalism to its true purpose, to keep us informed of the injustices and illegal activities of the authorities. Without true journalism, we will slip into an authoritarian state. And once we are in that state, there is no returning. There is no freedom. We will not have the opportunity to stand up here and speak as we are now. We need your help now. Please stand up for this man, because in standing up for Julian Assange, you are standing up for yourself, for your family, for your children, for your grandchildren, for your great-grandchildren. This is a turning point in history. We must act now. Please help us.
When I was young, it seemed that life was so wonderful. America, well, it was beautiful, magical, and all I was to chase would then be singing so happily. Oh, joyful, oh, playfully, watching me. And then they sent me away to teach me how to be logical, practical, responsible. And then they showed me a world where I could be so intellectual, cynical. There are times when I want to sleep, for questions run too deep, for such a simple man. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? I know it sounds absurd, but can you tell us who we are? I say now watch what you say, or they'll be calling you a radical, a liberal, fanatical, a criminal. Won't you sign up your name? We'd like to feel you're acceptable, presentable, respectable, a vegetable. Yes, indeed. There are times when all this world's asleep, questions run too deep, for such a simple man. Won't you please tell me what we've learned? What have we learned? I know it sounds absurd. Please tell us who I am. Who I am. Who we are. you to. Oh, bloody marvelous. Free Julian Assange, folks. We're here to get some justice for a fellow citizen. If the citizens of the world don't stand up for justice for the citizens of the world, you better be careful, folks, because we've seen what dictatorships do. Judges calling Assange a narcissist. Have you ever heard of a judge publicly coming out and smearing a person with that kind of rhetoric? The existing judge is beyond belief what she's been doing to Assange. He's virtually incommunicado in the court. He can't hear what's going on properly. He can't communicate with his lawyers properly. And the judge is saying, well, that's okay, we can adjourn the court. If you want to go and confer with your lawyers, we'll adjourn it for another day. He's already been banged up for 10 years, for God's sake. They call this justice? This is a perversion of justice. Can't get no satisfaction, yeah. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, yeah, I try, yeah, I try, yeah, I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When I'm riding in my car, and that man comes on the radio, and he's telling me, oh no, some useless information supposed to fire my imagination. I can't get no, 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 no. Hey, hey, can't get no judicial satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction, 'cause I try, yeah, I try, yeah, I try, yeah, I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. Now listen what I am watching, ABC TV. They come on to tell me just how white my shirts can be. Oh, how I can't be a man 'cause I don't smoke the same cigarettes as he. Well, I can't get no, 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 no. What I say? Satisfaction. I can't get no judicial satisfaction, 'cause I try, and I try, and I try, and I try. I can't get no, I can't get no. When a man is traveling around the world, he's telling the truth to everybody. They put him in prison, torture him. We need to get some satisfaction. We're gonna get some. You better listen, Mr. Morrison, 'cause you're gone, baby. We're gonna throw you out 'cause you've lost credibility if you don't let him out. You better ring Boris. This is for you, Scott. You better ring Boris. Can't get no satisfaction. No satisfaction. No satisfaction.
we're finished unless we fight. If we don't get up and fight now for Julian Assange and for the other people who are banged up in prisons for telling the truth, then we are banged up in prison. We are in prison. It's a big prison, but it's still a prison. It's a prison island. And unless we fight now, we'll lose that ability to fight forever. The chains will get thicker and thicker and thicker until we can't move, till we're smothered. We have a chance now to revolt. If we don't take our freedom back now, then we are lost forever. All those blood-filled tears of our grandparents and our great-grandparents and the suffragettes are all for nothing. If we let this freedom slip now, we have let it slip forever. For every generation that will come after us will be tied to an ugly regime. Let's get together, let's fight, let's bring Julian home, let's free the truth, free journalism, and start looking after our own people. Thank you. Bring Julian home now.
Here's to Chelsea Manning. 3 cheers for Chelsea Manning. Whoa! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
I just wanted to remind you how many international organizations are supporting Julian Assange. At the moment, we have 186 doctors of various types, various specialties. 186 doctors have written 2 letters demanding that Julian Assange be freed immediately and that he also be treated in a specialist hospital. That letter has been published in the very prestigious journal called Lancet, and it has also been sent to Minister Payne, Foreign Affairs Minister Payne, and it has been sent to the UK authorities, and I'm sure that Mr. Scott Morrison also knows about it. So that's a letter from 184 doctors around the world, including Australian doctors, demanding that Julian Assange be freed immediately and that his torture, his psychological torture, stops. So Julian Assange is an Australian citizen. He has not committed any crime. However, he is detained in maximum security prison in the UK, and we want him back to Australia. Another international body that has written demanding Julian Assange's freedom and has ceased to this shameful trial that is happening in the UK is the International Bar Association, and also its human rights body that is comprised of people as prestigious as Justice Michael Kirby, former High Court judge here in Australia. And he has written as well to the UK government and to our government here demanding that Julian Assange be freed and that the trial in the UK stops. Another organization is the International Journalist Organization. More than 1,600 journalists have written demanding Julian Assange's freedom. And that's again journalists from all over the world who recognize Julian Assange as one of theirs. He's one of their colleagues. He's a publisher and an editor. And they say that this trial is fundamental for every journalist's rights into the future. Imagine anyone who publishes anything about the UK, anything about Australia, anything about the US that embarrasses their governments, and because of that reason, they are imprisoned. So we have 15 federal parliamentarians at the moment who want Julian Assange to be brought back to Australia to be freed immediately, and this shameful trial to stop. So Mr. Morrison, we just need you to get on board, to be courageous, to tell the Americans that this is just simply not on. Julian is an Australian citizen. We want him back. He has committed no crime. Truth is not a crime. Journalism is not a crime. Thank you.